Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I deeply appreciate it. So today we are asking, how do others see you? We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take a moment, figure out which one feels right, and we're going to move on to that. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you were in the running for that. So, my gorgeous darlings, pile number 1. How do others see you? How do others see the gorgeous pile number 1? How do others see the gorgeous pile number 1? How do others see the gorgeous pile number 1? So, we have the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. We have the 6 of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. So you definitely have people in your life that really love you. Maybe as friends, it may be romantically, but you have people who really truly love you. But I think that people view you as stuck in some kind of thoughts or thought pattern that may not make you happy, or at least from their perspective, it doesn't seem to make you happy. It seems to constrain you more than, people think that you may have some things that you're letting, in some, as much as people really love you, in some ways they think that you might hold yourself back. We have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the king of the intellect. I think on the counter right now it was 222. I feel like you really do have a very strong intellect. But I think that on top of that, people think that you do get lost in your thoughts, and sometimes not always in a good way. Clarity on the 8 of Swords, the broom. People really see you as being capable of releasing yourself. Like, I don't know if they see you as capable of releasing you from the thoughts that limit you, but people want you to do that. And it's coming from a place of like genuine love. Clarity on the 9 of Swords. And we have the Child. And we have the Ace of Swords. So, is there a child? I feel like, I don't know if some of these worries or fears maybe came from something in in your childhood. I feel like people want you to maybe look at things really clearly. Clarity on the King of Swords. Good news and the Queen of Cups. And because we have the Child and the Stork, for some of you there might be a child involved. Is there a future child? And I feel like there may be some sort of existing child. That's obviously not for all of you. But we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is somebody that is very emotionally mature and is very open and loving. I think that you definitely, again, I don't know who we're channeling, but I feel like it's a few people in your life. There are definitely people who want to give you some kind of good news, want you to have some kind of new beginning, that like really just like open-heartedly love you. But maybe there's been some kind of hurt that is keeping you a little bit back. I don't know what it is, but we have the cups to the swords. And the swords tends to be a little bit less receptive to the cups just because they're trying to protect their heart. We've got the letter, which is communication, and we have a 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, you know, I think that maybe there is all this, because we've got the 7, the 8, and the 9 of Swords, and I feel like there's maybe some level of interconnectedness, some kind of... I don't think that this person I'm not getting that the dishonest behavior is yours. I'm thinking that, like, this... I feel like there are people in your life who have seen you deal with dishonest behavior and seen you get a little bit locked. I feel like there's definitely some people in your life that want you to clear things out, to release yourself. Queen of Swords. Now we have the Queen of Swords to the King of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords often can be a little bit more standoffish, but it's sometimes because of past pain. I also may have somebody that... I feel like there is somebody that feels like they're a really good intellectual pair for you. How do others see you? Knight of Wands. How do others see you? 4 of Cups. I'm really getting the impression that people see you staring at something and want you to look around at something else. Yeah. It does look like there are people who think that, you know, despite the intellect that you have, despite the love that they have for you, that things aren't very balanced for you right now. I almost get the idea that somebody wants you to look at them instead of some other situation. Because, again, that 4 of Cups, the Ace of Cups that's being offered, the love that's being offered, and being so focused on something else that may not be as important. This is, of course, other people's opinion. How do others see you? But I think that for some of you, there may be some kind of love reading in here. Especially somebody who wants you to, like, shift your focus and look at them instead. We've got 8 of Cups, which is emotionally walking away. This person might feel like... Do they want you to emotionally walk away? Because it's like they... I feel like there's definitely somebody in your life that wants you to emotionally walk away from something in order to maybe shift focus. Some of them, like... I see at least one romantic interest here. But they don't feel like you're looking at them. They feel like you're looking at something else. And we have the 8 of Cups. So there are maybe some people who feel like you're emotionally distant from them. 8 of Wands. I feel like there's energy coming towards you, passion coming towards you. But yeah, I feel like, because with the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, you know, you're not looking at the divine cup of love that's being offered. 5 of Cups, something has fallen over, but not everything is lost. I feel like there is some kind of situation here where at least somebody wants you to open your eyes to another opportunity. And that person feels like they can be a very, because we got the King and Queen of the same suit. 6 of Swords. So now we have the 6, 7, 8, and 9 of Swords. Some people see you moving on to calmer waters. But it keeps on insistently going through. Like there's somebody who wants you to shift your focus away from something that's ended, in order for them to give you something. We've got the Queen of, it's the Lady, and we have the Ace of Swords. I keep calling it the Queen of Swords, but it is not. It is the Lady, which is like the Queen equivalent in the Lenormand deck, and the Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to give you clarity, honesty, good communication. Either that person feels like you are an ideal partner, or they feel like they can be a wonderful partner for you. How do others see you? Your path. Dear Lord, trust me that there's a path far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And there are some people who do think that you're deeply in your fears, because these are the first 2 cards. So you may be moving forward because we have that card. And I feel like there are definitely some people who want you to just see things separately, because they do feel like you might be restraining yourself in some way, that you don't necessarily have to be. Again, this is their opinion. How do others see you? Bridge. Stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. There are definitely some people who want to continue to bridge the gap, stay together, or whether stay together or bridge any gap that is between the two of you. Yes, remain connected and stay strong. You may have really been going through something, because, you know, we've got grief and, you know, thoughts that have been limiting, and there are some people who want to like help you with clarity, help you with clearing, but like I feel like there's definitely a through line of love, and this doesn't necessarily, I do feel like there's at least from one romantic person, but there's other just people who just love you and they want to help you move forward. How do others see you? How do others see you? Athena, wisdom. Yeah, you have a powerful intellect. You are like wise and strong. I feel like people definitely don't want you to stop fighting for what you want. I mean, maybe there are some people who want you to open your eyes and like may think that you're like letting anxieties or fears like blindfold you. But now we have the King of Cups. I think the Queen of Cups came in earlier. Let me double check that, but I feel like it has. Because if so, they'd be double. And if not, then I might be a fool. Which, you know, has happened before. I don't remember whether it's the Queen of Cups has come out too. But I felt like it did. And I can't find it now, so I feel like there... If so, then you would have two different compatibilities on the board. Now, that could mean like compatible in the head and the heart. Or it could be two different... No, I feel like there's compatible in the head and the heart. I'd say for the most of you that that's the case. So I feel like you have some people who really love you, who are really pulling for you, but occasionally do think that you have anxieties and fears that keep you limited in ways that they think that you don't have to be in. Be relentless. Yeah, I feel like they want you to be successful, really. And it does seem like if you're not emotionally going through it, it's probably not your pile. Renewal. Yeah, people want renewal for you. They want, you know, strength for you. You really have people that are pulling for you a lot. Freedom. But they want you to have freedom. Freedom from something that is restraining you. Freedom from something that they think that you can release yourself from. I know what I can speak. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So people want you to free yourself and be renewed. And I do get it. I feel like you have more than one person who loves you, but I definitely get that there's someone that's romantic that specifically does feel like you are a particularly great match with them. People want comfort for you, and people want to help you through something that's been very difficult. It says, I'm Catholic. In case of serious accident, please call a priest. So something has definitely happened. Something has definitely not been fun. And I feel like, at least for most of the energy, is people who are truly pulling for you. And it might be around some kind of dishonesty that happened. I'm not feeling like it's your dishonesty. I feel like maybe somebody was very dishonest with you. But people want you to free yourself, and people want to be there for you. And you definitely have people who, as much as there were a lot of, darkness in these cards, like you have people who are deeply pulling for you to get you on the other side of grief. And I hope that helps. If you do want Free reading I'm giving away too as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Just be subscribed and comment and you are in the running for that. I deeply appreciate you all. Thank you so much. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. It's time for pile number 2. How do others see you? How do others see the gorgeous and talented pile 2? How do others see the gorgeous and talented pile number 2? 8 of Swords again. 9 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And the 6 of Cups. Again, a lot of love. I feel like somebody wants to give a lot of practical support. You may be somebody that's very generous, or I feel like people are trying to like give you, because this is like reciprocation in real time. 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, like equal, balanced relationships. And maybe not all your relationships are currently, but we've got, because we do have the 8 of Wands, which, and we have the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Sorry for misspeaking. So the 8 of Swords is about some kind of self-limitation. But there is like a desire to give you something real and something practical. There is a lot of love coming your way, and it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It's just you have people who, you know, are nostalgic about you, who really love you as a friend, who, like, there's a lot of real pure love here and a lot of desire to give back and be generous. And we have the 9 of Wands, which is it's a fighting energy, but it's exhausted, it's tired of fighting. It's like it may not really allow a lot of energy in, because there's potentially some kind of risk that there could be fight, there could be conflict. But I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, like, some people want to give you something that's really practical. They want you to have some kind of new beginning. But they do feel like you may be not seeing the opportunities that you do have. And it has something to do with love or the heart. And we have, or romance. Clarity of the 9 of Wands, Star. I feel like there's people who may want a return into your life, who want some kind of healing with you. They want to see you healed. Again, there's 9 of Wands, so there could be, you know, I feel like there's a lot of good intention going on, but there's I feel like it might not be just that easy. Clarity on the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. There may be not enough clarity on what people can do. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's maybe about giving a gift, or it's maybe about like doing something very practical for you, or you having some kind of practical new beginning. We have the King of Wands, which is, you know, somebody who goes and Axe, and there's the clouds, which are a lack of clarity. So it's quite possible that there are some people in your life that want to give you something but don't know how. Clarity on the Six of Pentacles. We have the Fox, which is very interesting. That's Six of Pentacles and the Fox came together, especially since the Nine of Wands, which is on the top, is already out. People may see you as being very defensive regarding somebody that wasn't particularly honorable to you. Maybe somebody that was, you know, very inconsistent. Maybe somebody who was trying to, like, be sly in some way. But now there's some kind of barrier for the people who really want to give you something. Who want to have reciprocated relationships with you. Clarity on the Six of Cups. So we've had the Six of Cups come out twice. We've had the Nine of Wands come out twice. And the Six of Pentacles has now come out again. So with the Six of Pentacles, that's equal give and take. On top, and that's on top of the Six of Cups, which is innocent love. And with the Clover card, that's good luck. So I feel like there are a lot of people, at least I feel like there are several people who deeply care about you, but I feel like there are some people who want to give to you, that truly have innocent, loving feelings for you, that will bring you good luck. But there may be a need to open up to that. It doesn't mean opening yourself up to people who are just trying to get something out of the situation. It's about people who give back what they're given. Now, maybe people don't always do it in the same way. We have love languages. But I think that people don't want you to close yourself off to the good because you're dealt with the not so great. How do others see you? Page of Swords. I feel like people are keeping some kind of eye on you, keeping some kind of tabs on you. Especially if there's anything that they feel like might not be healthy. We have the King of Wands, which has now come out a second time. And we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, again, it's this barrier energy. Which I feel like you're fully capable of keeping that up if you want to, but maybe that's why people are a little bit confused about how they can give you things. Because they may feel like it's hard at this point to get close to you. Clarity on the Devil. Because the Devil can be obsession, it can be addiction, it can be something that you're bound to through fear, maybe something bound through fear. And we have the Three of Swords, some kind of heartbreak that came out of something that was unhealthy. Clarity on the Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So I've got strong, I've got independent. Now, I didn't talk about the King of Wands yet, because the King of Wands is somebody that goes after what they want. And the Eight of Wands is a lot of energy and effort, a lot of communication, a lot of energy. I feel like there's a lot of passionate energy that comes your way. Maybe by somebody that does have, you know, they may be passionate, but they are somebody that has potential to have real staying power. There could clarity on the Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. So I have a Queen of Swords and I have a King of Wands. King of Fire, Queen of Air, Queen of the Mind. But also, sometimes, you know, a hurt queen that's trying to not let anybody close. Because anybody can be the Queen of Swords under the right circumstances. I think there might have been, and I feel like it's specifically regarding a emotional attachment that people see you maybe still heartbroken or held back on, and they don't think that that may be healthy for you. Again, that is them. It's not necessarily you. And there is some people, like, I feel like more than one person who wants to give in a reciprocating way, who has love for you. Not all of it's romantic love, but I feel like, yeah, creation. I feel like they see you as somebody who's highly creative. Childhood home, remember where you are from and who you really are. And I feel like that really came out pretty big. I feel like there are some people in your life who want you to remember who you are. We've got individuality, remember who you are, and we have creative. There are also some people, like there may be some people, some family who really want to like reach out, really want you to be there. Take responsibility. You're too old for the blame game. And there may be some people who want you to take responsibility for things that and you shouldn't take you know, responsibility for the things that other people do, but even if somebody was awful, we need to take responsibility if we weren't perfect. You know, like if we were you know, so this may be one particular person, or it could be, yeah, I feel like I almost get like there are some people who want you back. And when I say want you back, I'm not necessarily getting in a romantic sense. Like people want you to come back to who they remember you as, who they think that you were before, you know, certain things. And if you're lost in some kind of self-limitation, they want you to take responsibility for that. Again, we're not responsible for what people do to us. But at some point, we do have some responsibility for how we react to what happens. Not because it's a matter of us deserving it, but because we can choose to add light to the world, or we can choose to add the opposite. And I get a lot of people who want to give you just as much as you give. Like, I get a lot of generosity. I get a lot of, real, kind love. And not necessarily romantic. I feel like some of it might even be family, because we got a few family things. And again, individuality. I can speak. Every person has their own personalized study plan for Earth School. So I feel like people want you to be you. I mean, maybe not everybody, but the people who care about you absolutely do. And some of them feel like they really want you to come back into who you were maybe before something happened. Now, life is difficult. Sometimes changes stay that way, but I feel like there are people who want you back, and people who really want to reciprocate with you, and people who really want to give to you, and maybe some people who don't know how, and maybe some people who just feel like they're being shut out. And maybe there are some reasons why you may have to shut somebody out of your life if they're not kind or giving or loving. But I feel like there are some kind and giving and loving people who want to be able to do that for you and really do love you. So I hope that helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. Time for pile number 3. Oh, if you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. So, my gorgeous and talented pile number 3. How do others see you? 6 of Swords. Strength. So people see you moving on to calmer waters, moving forward, being strong, being courageous, being in the driver's seat of your life. They certainly see that you've had losses. Maybe you're dealing with some sort of grief, but you seem to be taking action, being brave, and moving forward emotionally. So even though you've had a loss, you've had a setback, people see you as being the strong queen, whatever your gender actually is, or people see you and they see somebody that's really strong and really moving forward and really doing what you need to do. I feel like some people really see you as inspiring. Ooh, we've got the 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands. I'm going to go into the 4 of Cups more. 9 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Do people see you as really kind emotionally? I feel like I feel like that there's somebody, like they're holding their heart open. They're holding their, I'm not sure if they expect you to take the offer, though. So we've got fear, anxiety. Like, there's definitely loss. There's definitely things going on in, you know, like maybe sleepless nights. Ooh. So we have the Four of Cups and we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is either holding on too much or holding back too much. Somebody may feel like your fears make you hold back too much or make you hold on too tightly. Clarity on the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like a rejection because there's a lack of focus on what is on love that is being offered. So, I don't know if somebody's expecting you to reject them or feels rejected by you. Maybe like they can't get you to see the offer. We've got the Broom. And like there's a lot of passion and communication towards you, but people may, if it isn't about love in specific, and I'm looking at the clock and it's 3:33 right now. If it isn't about love specifically, I feel like people see you as like courageous and action oriented. But I feel like maybe they want you to have a better idea of what matters and what doesn't. Because the Three of Cups is fun, it's a good time, but it's not something that's going to always be there for you. And the Ace of Cups, it may just be one cup, but it is something that is an offer from the divine. So I feel like there are some people in your life that want you to prioritize things differently. Again, it's up to you. And this is, of course, other people's vision. But good luck and the Six of Pentacles. Because this Six of Pentacles is the opposite energy, pretty close to the Four of Pentacles, which is, well, either holding on too tightly so you're not letting anything move, or holding back so much that not anything can grow. But we get in that space because there's some kind of fear of loss. I do feel like there are people in your life that want you to know that generosity is going to get you reciprocation, is going to bring you good luck. Clarity on the Four of Cups. No, the Four of Pentacles. So there is an amazing offer for you, but you have to be I feel like people want you to either let something go or open up regarding something, because what it is it's going to bring you the prosperity that you think you're holding on to. Whether it's fear that somebody's going to take something from you, or it's fear that, people will leave or something like that, but there's an offer for you that you need to let things flow in order for you to gain that blessing. And it is an absolutely big blessing, but you need to, instead of focusing so much on fear, it's like you've got to let good things come to you. Yeah, bouquet, which is about appreciation. Queen of Swords, which may be somebody that is hurt or has been hurt. It could be you. Or maybe if you're maybe afraid about how somebody has taken something, maybe there's a need to just show appreciation for that person. Because I've got anxiety and appreciation. And, you know, of course you are also deserving of appreciation, but I think that there needs to be some kind of making sure that there's equal give and take, reciprocation. And sometimes you need to let go of things in order for you to have reciprocation, because that holding on to what that was isn't going to get you reciprocation. Or sometimes you need to open up and make sure that you're showing the appreciation that you want and desire. And I feel like there's two different things here. Clarity on the Eight of Wands, but I get that there's a lot of potential communication. This is also a communication. I feel like there are definitely people in your life who want you to communicate with them more, want them to give you, yeah, like they want to know any good news regarding you. Like they want to have a lot of back and forth in a, you know, because these are both communication cards. Let's see, we've got the Queen of Cups. Especially people, like there's somebody that's very emotionally open. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's come out twice now. How do others see you? Pile number 3. We've got the Gentleman and the Ace of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like there is definitely somebody that feels like, at least in their estimation, that you guys are a match and they want to offer a new beginning in love. So I definitely get that you're proud, that you're brave, that you're moving forward, that you're taking a lot of actions, which are very good. But there's still some aspect of maybe release, maybe. How do others see you? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like people can see either your luck changing, or they feel really drawn to you, like they're meant to be on your path. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that there's somebody that wants a very, very official agreement. But we have the Devil, which means that there may be holding on to something that is not healthy. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there is somebody that wants to make you a real offer. Is this person on the fence? Because we've got the Hanged Man. Do people think that, is this about you being a creative thinker? I feel like there's a need to look at things in a very different way, or people feel like you need to look at things in a very different way. Yeah, but there's somebody that really wants to give you a very official commitment. They feel very drawn to you. But whatever this devil energy is, it's in the way of that. 3 of Pentacles. It's in the way of building something up. Clarity on the Hanged Man. 8 of Swords. Yeah. So with the 8 of Swords, there's certainly at least one person that feels like you're keeping yourself stuck in a self-made prison. Again, it may be true, it may not be true, but they see like the prison of the mind, and especially on top of the Hanged Man. So, like, as much as you are a very action-oriented person, as much as, like, I feel like there's at least, people see some kind of blind spot, because it's also traditionally a blindfolded character, and a lot of thoughts, not all of those thoughts being true, and a need to look at things in a different way in order for there to be success, for there to be a bridge. So I feel like there's at least somebody who wants to bridge the gap with you. But there's a need to release something in order to build something together with somebody. And somebody does absolutely want to change your perspective. Maybe wants you, yeah, because there may be, somebody really thinks that you're focusing on all the wrong things. They do feel luck with you. People find you incredibly attractive with strength and the Queen of Wands. A lot of fiery energy, a lot of sexual attraction. But there's just some, yeah, I feel like there's some way in which people want you to wake up or see something differently. Now, that is from their perspective, not necessarily from yours. And overall, you came up as somebody who is extremely desirable. But there is that edge there. Let's get you some charms. Yeah. Moving forward. And I feel like people can see you moving forward for the most part. I do feel like people hold you in a lot of esteem and value. And there is some kind of beautiful connection here. Now, I think because we had some that came out up here, let me grab those. So there's somebody who wants to anchor something with you. And does feel like you're keeping your head in the sand, that you're almost staying willfully ignorant. Again, it's from someone else's perspective. Also, like with you moving forward, like you moving forward is going to, at some feel, or at least they feel like you moving forward is going to help other people move forward. We've got sing. Why is sing here? I don't know. Do you have oh, some of you may have a lovely voice. We've got again, an offer of love by the gentleman. And we have two letters, the letter S and the W and the letter W. And it's very not clear. I will also put in M because it's also there. So I hope that helped you. I deeply appreciate you. If you want a free reading, I'm giving away 2. As soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers, just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. It's time for pile number 4. How do others see you, pile number 4? How do others see you? 9 of Cups. People see you pretty satisfied with yourself and your life. And they also see you walk away from unfulfilling things. And I think that that's almost confusing for some people. Yeah. So we've got decision and decision. Are you mentally unclear? I feel like I think it forces people to have to make a decision regarding you. And yeah, sometimes they don't have mental clarity regarding it, but like if they aren't going to, you know, if they aren't going to offer you anything, you're good by yourself. I think that you just put in people in a place where they just have to make a decision. I think you offer a lot of potential for abundance, because we have the fish, that's about abundance, and we also have the King of Pentacles, which is the very top, which is also the King of I feel like you're just good. So if they want prosperity with you, they have to offer you something that you're willing to take, because if they don't offer you something worthy, you're going to be fine over here. Clarity on the 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the letter. I feel like it may make them nervous if I feel like if people haven't been like fair to you, if people have been sneaky regarding you, it kind of keeps them like they're now mentally conflicted. I'm almost getting like, yeah, I don't think that people can just be on the fence with you. I feel like they have to decide. And I feel like maybe there have been some sneaky people who maybe want to communicate, and they may at this point not know how. Because especially if you emotionally walked away from people who were acting sneaky, I think that they maybe didn't know what to do about that. I don't think that they were, I feel like, you know, it's almost like they didn't occur to them that being really unfair would maybe lead to you moving forward and away from the situation. Now they're confused. So again, Fox energy and the Nine of Wands. I feel like you just get tired of, you know, like if somebody's really inconsistent, you just get tired of it and you stop fighting for that. I think that you do, you know, like you seem like a happy person. Like you seem like you've got your stuff together. You seem like you're bringing wish fulfillment into your life. And with the Queen of Swords and the bouquet, if somebody wants to be in your life, they have to treat you with respect and appreciation. And that's why people need to make a decision. Because if people are about getting what they want out of the situation, and, you know, are trying to like play some games or be really slick, you just walk away from that. And I do feel, yeah, you absolutely have people that want to communicate with you again, want to take back an old decision that they made, but they may not know how to do it, because I feel like maybe somebody tried to outfox you, and you just won't play those games. Like you just won't play the games, so they don't know how to engage with you. People who do that. So people have to make the decision to like really be decent people with you, because you don't allow, because you're happy enough in yourself that they just need to give you appreciation and respect, or have you walk away. And I don't think that, I feel like there's just some people who don't know what to do with that energy. But you're showing like so I've got optimism, I've got justice. Yeah. There, you know, you're asking for what you offer. And if people don't balance things with you, yeah, people see you as like, you know, like having personal happiness is wish fulfillment. I feel that people actually do feel like it's relatively easy to be harmonious with you, but if those scales go out of whack, if things aren't balancing, if somebody's trying to like juggle you in some situation, let me tell you, if somebody tried to juggle you, if somebody tried to be like really dishonest in their communication towards you, it haunts that person because they don't know what to do now. Because I do feel like you've got some people just on their backs in, yeah, because, you know, with the Seven of Wands, because they feel guilty because they didn't balance things with you, and that's all you were asking for was fairness. And I feel like there is guilt and a fear that you won't allow them back into your life. I do think that, you know, with the Page of Wands, is this your energy? I feel like there are a couple of people who look at your personal happiness and no bullshit energy and feel kind of inspired by it. How do others see you? Yeah, it's like there are some people who are very conflicted because they don't know what to do. I feel like, yeah. Which is ironic because I think that you tell people exactly. I think that you are very honest and straightforward. And you demand fairness, and you really mean it. And again, like, there's some conflict and fear regarding, yeah, like if people have done you wrong, I don't think that they realized that really truly being cut out was an option. So the people who have done you wrong are very conflicted, are very nervous. Something still gnaws on them. Like if they didn't balance the scales with you. I'm not even seeing you stopping people from balancing the scales with you. I think that a lot of it is just people who aren't used to, like, if people are trying to get the upper hand, they're not going to get it with you. They're going to get partnership with you. They're going to get, like, emotional balance and fairness, and, you know, like, you can have this healing energy. I feel like you have this really calm, like really healing energy. And you seem very happy with who you are. Yeah. And maybe because you are this, you know, you're very harmonious. I don't think that, I feel like sometimes people, you know, go in and act sneaky or try to, like, have a really unbalanced dynamic with you, or act really, you know, a fool with the Five of Swords, you know, create no-win situations. And you very much mean what you say. And they kind of don't know what to deal with that. And they probably were, you know, I don't think that they were, yeah, like, I feel like the people who get to stay in your present get a lot of peace from that. You are somebody that's easy to get along with. You're very easy to get along with. But if someone brings bull, if someone brings you know, cruelty, like, you absolutely totally shut that down. And yeah, because you bring a lot of peace, but you're also not about letting somebody take your peace from you. So judgment. I'd say that people very much do trust your judgment, which I think makes people even more, you know, confused when they're on the outside, because it hurts. I feel like you're easy to get along with, but people have to deal with consequences if they don't treat you well. And I don't think that you fight fire with fire. I think that, you know, you're not fair to me. The consequences is you just don't get access to me. So I think that there's a reason why people think that you're inspiring. Reinvention. I feel like it's unsurprising that reinvention came out. I feel like you've probably had to reinvent yourself a few times, maybe. But like, you know who you are. You know what you'll put up with. You know what you won't put up with. You're definitely on your life path. Dear Lord, let me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So you just continue on your path. And I feel like you're very faithful to, some of you, it's like you're very faithful to letting people show you who they are. But I do think that occasionally people misjudge that and they think that they could just take advantage. And then they find themselves on the outside with, you know, an incredibly compassionate, emotionally balanced person. Childhood home. Remember where you were, where you're from, and who you really are. All right, people see you as somebody who is just, you are just very confident in who you are. You're just, you know who you are. You found your path, you reinvented yourself. And if something is really, really not working, and you need to, you will continue to uplift yourself. And it's not because you won't get along with people. I feel like with, you know, like people love being in your energy because your energy is very calming, very healing. Be unapologetic about your passions. But you're not trying to be anybody else. You're probably not trying to make anybody else want you. Or, you know, this doesn't mean that you're not open to something great happening. But if somebody doesn't, you know, bring you, if somebody doesn't bring you the same energy, like you're just concentrating on your passions, your path, making yourself the best version of yourself. So I'd say you come off as very impressive. Some of you may be single, some of you may not be single. But what you are is very aware of who you are, very satisfied with the person you are and the choices that you make, and really, really serious about what you say. Really serious about give and you know, like you may be a giving person, but you aren't here to get drained. So people see you as an incredibly healthy person. People see you as somebody who grows quite a bit. Again, because you don't engage with situations that are just beneath you. You just don't do it. So people see you as incredibly healthy. People see you as incredibly healing. Like I said, people want to be around your energy. I just feel like sometimes people confuse you with somebody who's going to endlessly put up with bad behavior. And that is absolutely not you. You'll help somebody heal, but you're not going to like put up with foolishness forever. We have the letter G. I don't know if that's We have the letter W or M. We have the pound sign. We have believe. You tend to show really great judgment. I feel like you also may have a lot of faith in that you really concentrate like on your path, on your on reinventing yourself, on, you know, like you may be just having faith to see through whatever fears or illusions you have, that, you know, as long as you're doing the right thing, that you're in alignment. And as far as people can tell, you absolutely are. So people believe in you, and you might be somebody who very strongly believes. We have appreciation. Again, appreciation's not negotiable. Yeah, it's just not negotiable. So you come off as somebody very magical and very strong. And the people who have tried to take advantage of you in some way end up feeling very emotionally conflicted. Very, like, it still gnaws on them. So you come off as personally happy, very self-assured on your path. Being somebody that's very even-tempered, very calm, very, like, you just know you. You've probably done an incredible amount of work. You know, you're probably willing to walk away from not great situations because you've had to do that a lot in the past, because you've been offered that before. But like, you just seem to take the higher path every single time. And maybe that's why people are left with guilt and confusion, because, you know, just because you no longer deal with them doesn't mean that you were, it's like you didn't even lose your stuff on the way out. And that's worse. Oh gosh. There are definitely some people who are really questioning, because maybe they didn't see you lose your temper or break down or lose your composure. But they saw you cutting them out. They saw you walking away. And you probably told them exactly the truth. All right, so like, you know, like there's nothing, it's like you might be a little bit more awake than other people. And you really make people have to make decisions about what they're going to do, how they're going to act. And I feel like you just let them do them, and you be you, and you calmly communicate, and they get to make decisions, and you very much enforce them, the decisions that, you know. But you don't come off as cold or cruel or mean. Maybe tough, but fair. But not cold or cruel or mean. I feel like deep down, even the ones that did you wrong know that you're being fair. It's just we don't always want fairness when we're not the one that's doing right. So you definitely give a very intense feeling. I feel like a lot of people are very inspired. But yeah, they need to decide. They need to decide whether they give you love, kindness, and appreciation, whether they reciprocate, whether they're fair with you and you just, like, you don't need to be fair, but then you can't be in my life. Which, impressive, and I appreciate you. Thank you. I deeply appreciate you. If you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And if you want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running. Thank you so much.